Hello! So I am very excited to show you guys this journal today. This is the journal that I made. I'm doing a journal swap with Julie from the old design shop, and I'm making this video today, but it's probably going to be about 10 to 12 days before I can actually put it up on YouTube, because I can't put this up until she receives it because she hasn't seen the inside. We have both seen the covers of our journals, but neither of us have seen the inside, so really fun, and I'm super excited. So this is a standard size, and this technique I learned from Nick. I believe this is the tome class, if I'm not mistaken. So I've just tied some sari with this gorgeous, I just fell in love with this, and I bought it months ago intending to use it for Julie's journal because I kind of know her style, and this just fit her to a T, and she picked the color for the journal, and so I thought how fun that matched perfectly. So that's that. I've got a 2-inch spine. Let me make sure I'm still in, there we go, still in view. And then on the back, there's just a tiny little bit of the same that's on the front. All right, so let's get inside. Julie, I had so much fun making this for you, and I'm so excited to get my journal. I did put a little itty bitty tag here, and I stamped the date it was finished, which September 17th, 2019. And in here, this is just some sewing pattern paper, and there's a vintage postcard and a little vintage piece of money in there with some lace wrapped around it, so I'm not going to open that. And I used an old file folder for the pocket. I had the most fun making this little collage-y bit, and I used piano roll paper as a background. So fun. And then inside the first page, I think this is some rosemary paper, and there's 2 little glassine envelopes with tags tucked in them. And there's tons of digital stamping. This is some parchment, some old book page. This is some ledger I have, and I will make a digi of it for my shop. It's just gorgeous, but I just took it and scanned it and printed on some parchment. Here's a book page pocket with a little bit of collage. This is an image from Julie's shop, which I love. And this is also an image from Julie's shop that I printed on some acetate, and then just made a little flip out of it. I believe, I want to say this is from a Century magazine. I'd have to look. There's some embossed paper sewn on there. The other side of the school paper and the ledger and book page. There's a little collage-y bit there. This is the back side of the first signature, the piano roll. I love this. It says, "A friend may well be reckoned the masterpiece of nature," Emerson. And there's some sewing there. There's a tiny envelope on here. I'm not going to take these all off. Excuse me. Some of them have goodies in them. The book page, some more sewing. There's an old ledger page from 1873 with one of Julie's library cards and some embossed paper. Some more collage there. An old book page. Here is a book page pocket with one of my collage tags there. And down here in the bottom is just a itty bitty little postcard. This is one of Nick's digis. Here is a wallpaper pocket with one of Julie's post office cards and a stamp. And then here's a cute little envelope with an ice cream wholesale receipt. I believe that's one of yours as well, Julie. I think. And here is, you know what, I am here. Hold on. Mini tutorial, you guys. This is some of that old tape that I'm addicted to making. I want to throw a couple pieces in here while I'm flipping through, or I'm going to forget. How about that? Mini tutorial. There's some, I already put some here on the spine, but I see 2 more spots that are a little bit brittle, and I don't want them to break, so we're just gonna put some more on here. This is so cool. I learned how to make this tape from Rosemary Morris, but I might do a video making some and show you guys also, just because it's so easy and so fun, and it looks so cool. All right, back we go. Digital stamping. Here's another book page pocket with a library card. Here is a letter from the Pepsodent Company in Chicago. Some more digital stamping and book page. Here's a little, in the middle of the signature, envelope with some vintage lace, which I know you will love, Julie. And this was off of a piece of fabric, so I thought, how fun. It said, you know, number, and had the numbers. Fun. And you never know, before I put this in the mail tomorrow, I may do more to it, because I can't stop. Here is a music pocket with a little butterfly tag in there. Oh goodness, am I skipping pages? No, there we go. And then in this pocket is one of these little file folder cards that I made. And then I put the plate on the back of them. And there's the back of that book page, and another book page with some digital stamping. And here is another pocket with a postcard and a library card tucked in. This is an old, I think it's a check or a certificate. It's not in English, so I'm not quite sure. There's some more vintage ledger I have with a couple of tags tucked in. On this side, let me pull that off real quick. So I've sewn this envelope onto the edge of that ledger just to make it longer. And then the matching paper is tucked in there. And then I just, if I can get it back on there, clipped on a little vintage tab, some sewing on the top. Here's the other side, let's see. It says a voucher, so I'm thinking it's a voucher. Voucher, maybe? Here's another one of the tiny little envelopes and a book page. Some music paper. Julie has these, I think this is a set of digis of tea stain paper with these beautiful images in her shop. Another old school book page. In this ledger pocket, I have put a piece of mulberry and a little postcard. Some more sewing, some ledger. There's the other side of that. I love that page. And this is a glassine envelope that is embossed. It's hard to see on camera, but just with some collaging on it. And then I've tucked in the rest of the piece of that ledger and some mulberry paper. This is a letter from Baltimore and Ohio Chicago Terminal Railroad Company from 1928. Old book page. I think that was a Farmer's Almanac, actually. Some more ledger with a, that's one of your images, Julie. There. This might be too. Can't remember. I can't remember them all. Some more stamping. Here is an envelope I made. And then inside this one are just some book pages to use for collaging, or, you know, whatever floats your boat. And here is some gorgeous mulberry paper. This is out of a book I have about bookbinding. So this page is binding in France. And then, oh, it's called Binding as an Art. Yeah. Here's some of that vintage ledger. Here's one of the pretty, this is real flowers that I made and put in the little specimen plate. Super fun. There's another pocket, tuck spot there. the other side of the ledger, the other side of that binding page. And this is from Julie's shop, and this is from Julie's shop. So I thought it would be fun to make this the cover of one of the signatures. And I have put some old ledger on the back. There's some vintage paper, some digital stamping, an old piece out of the Hotel Norton Palmer with a little tuck spot here with my business card, some more sewing, another vintage book page, digital stamping, another tuck spot with some wallpaper tucked in there, and the back last page with my little stamp on it. And I used a file folder and a postcard to make the back pocket. I put a little vintage tag in there and an Exlibris plate if you want to put it on. So I hope you love it, Julie. I loved making this for you. I'm super excited to get my journal. And I hope you guys enjoy this flip through. And as soon as I get my journal from Julie, I will be sure and do a video or a live video, one or the other, and share that with you guys. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.